Hello, good evening. Let me see. Hello, everyone. How are you? I don't know how to add people on here. Wonder how come they won't let me do that. No. Interesting. So hello guys, welcome to B.O.W.S. Hello. Had a little late start, a couple minutes late, y'all. Sorry, please forgive me. I'm giving time for it to cycle through. You guys, remember we're going to like and share, guys. Please like and share. If you can, please like and share. Giving time for you guys to everybody to come in. Please come in, guys. Come in. Yes. Hello, welcome. Good evening to everyone. Thank you for, I got my bow on, y'all. I always try to remember to wear it, but sometimes I forget, so sorry. So I just want you guys to come in, chime in, like and share to everyone that you know and can. It's going to be a really, really good discussion this evening. Not only that, but we have a special guest, one of my, dear friends. She's going to come on here and do her Not Today segment. And she's going to talk to you guys about some really, really good information. So you want to tune in, get your family, everybody, listen. It's really good information. So I just want you guys to really, benefit 100%. So, okay. So you've seen the title. Tonight we're going to be talking about turning your weakness into a strength, right? That's pretty much what we're going to be talking about tonight. So I'm just trying to wait to see if some more people will get in here. I got my jazz on tonight. Sing, Ray. Turning your weakness into... I don't know why I'm sitting here like I can see. I know I need my glasses. All right. I need to clean these off. Hold on. All right. All right. So if you guys are ready, hopefully you guys are ready. My hair ain't working. Ain't working with me today for some reason. But so as we see, the topic this afternoon is talking about how to turn, what your weakness is, into a strength, right? Because sometimes we struggle at a lot of things. We're just human. It's natural, right? So in a perfect world, you would really be good at everything, pretty much, right? And you need to have a successful business and a successful life. Then again, in an ideal world, you'll also have fantastic hair, abs of steel, and winning the lottery tickets in your pocket, right? So here in an imperfect world, we all have to face the fact that we're good at something, just passable at others, and downright lousy at some that are really important. If you're an entrepreneur, this can be frustrating because you want to be good at everything. Worse, you may believe you have to be good at everything because you're the only one who can make your company a success. So let's see. We're going to just talk about, ways to help you use your weakness as a strength. And the first thing that I can think of, just personally speaking, is if there's things in your life that you struggle with that is not good for you, we need to figure out a way to translate that into a strength point for you, and to use it for your benefit rather than your failure, right? And that's what we pretty much want to talk about tonight. So I have 7 steps to turn your weakness into a strength, right? So it says, so someone's asking, so what better way to turn weakness into strength is to get what you want in life using case studies and techniques that these clients have also used as well. So some people have asked themselves, why do I never learn? Right? That's a question. Why shyness is holding me back, right? I never finish my to-do list. Why do I spend so much time on social media? Why am I such a people pleaser? That's a good one. Why don't I just go for it? Why am I so scared all the time? Why do I never stand up for myself? And why don't I just go for it? That's going to be really important, especially in the afternoon, right? And then the last one, it says, why does what I want never feel important enough to get on with? This is your chance to turning weakness into strength of your rights. And you want to write down and coach yourself out of weakness to gain strength, right? So we're going to, this is our moment. Sorry, I keep doing this to myself, right? Hi, I'm Lady B. Welcome to B.O.W.S. And tonight we're going to be talking about turning your weakness into a strength. So we're going right into it. Please have paper, pen with you. We like to write down notes. We like to pretty much revisit what we have talked about and discussed, and I'm just here to just encourage you, bring light and shed light on your life and things that you may be going through or struggling with in your life. So, so this is what we want to focus on tonight. Tonight, we want to really talk about these things that keep us stuck. And we don't want to be stuck. We want to be forward moving. You want to keep moving. You don't want to be stuck at all. That's not something that we want to do. So in this moment and in this time that I have with you guys, and listen, don't forget, you guys can talk to me, ask questions, chime in, whatever it is you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's okay with me. All right? So, all right. So, so here we go. So number 1, find what your weakness is, right? Find what is your weakness. To begin, never stop yourself from finding your weaknesses and really experience them.
Mommy?
If you are a client of, yes.
Can I have a prize downstairs?
Yes.
Can I have a candy?
Yes. She says if you're a client of hers, that she makes clients really feel the pain of the weakness that is feel and standing in the way of their happiness, goals, success, and any other dream that you make into a reality. As mean as it sounds to make your clients suffer, it's an imperative part of the process of turning weakness into strength that ensures you see results. Therefore, start by feeling the pain from your failures and that voice that tells you it will never happen and you aren't good enough. Don't hide from the negative. Don't hide from the bad stuff in your life. Don't hide. God is good. This part of the coaching session can take an hour so that a client properly gets to dump every single thought in front of us. So don't shy away from any thought, just write it down. And that's the first thing. You want to find what your weakness is. You got to find it. How can you fix something in your life if you can't even figure out what needs to be fixed? And that's important. That is very, 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 very important. So you want to make sure that you find what your weakness is. You know, everybody has something different. You know, some people could be kids. Some people could be food. Some people could be jobs. Some people could be money. It could be lust, sexual immorality, drugs, all kinds of things, you know, and people will engulf and indulge in a lot of things that are definitely unhealthy. So they're saying that the first thing that we want you to do is to really find what it is that causes the weakness in your life, right? So number 2, it says you want to dig deeper. So dig deeper within the weakness and what it is, because this is how we're going to turn it into a strength, right? The first level of pain is not usually enough to turning weakness into strength. Usually we talk about the shallower levels of pain because, like a beast in the corner of the room, we are keen to not acknowledging it and accepting that life as we know it is about to end. Working with a coach ensures you that you don't wallow there, but you will find the true pain and own it, but don't experience it again and again and again. And I want to pause there because that's important. It's important to own your stuff. It's very important to own where you are. If you cannot get to the place to ever get to that point, it's going to keep coming again and again and again and again because you're not really putting a stop to it now. You haven't put a period at the end of that sentence. So you got to be mindful that when you are going through things and you're trying to get rid of some weaknesses and issues and problems in your life, you gotta dig. You gotta dig within yourself and own what happened, what is going on, what choices and decisions that you have made, because if not, it will continuously happen over and over again. And like they say, history will repeat itself, right? So it says, here's a couple of examples of a second step so you can see in action. So it says, Tom told me how he was not that clever and everyone always overlooked him at work and at home. Until recently, it had suited his life, but now with plans to further his career and travel, he wanted to decent career to pay for it all. He wanted a decent career to pay for it all. He told me he looked around the office and everything had a promotion except him. Everyone had a promotion except for him. Someone who started a year ago was really telling him what to do. And granted, infuriated him, and he felt invisible and unappreciated. In his session, Tom put it down to not being that clever. He explored what that had meant to him all his life and how his weakness had impacted on him and his success, and obviously it hurt. But that was only first step. In the second step, she asked him, "Tell me all this. How does it feel now?" He said he feels foolish and like he had wasted years. It was like watching someone get sucker punched in the stomach. He stopped talking and half smiled and half grinned, and she could see his eyes had gone glossy. In a normal conversation, you would reach across the table and say something reassuring, wouldn't you? As hard as it is, a coach, that it's not your job to have an opinion, good or bad. The non-judgment nature of coaching helps to ensure someone feels safe to say anything. And and Tom did. So he explored the truth to true issues that made him feel stupid, and looked at what evidence he had to provide to prove that he was stupid. Obviously there was none. So he created. This is the thing, like, we create these things in our head, and it's nobody telling you this stuff. Nobody is saying these things to you, but you are believing. You're believing what you're hearing to yourself, and you're speaking these things and creating these things to yourself, right? And that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to create experiences and lifelong connections and marriages and commitments to these feelings that we have that really not even true, or really the truth to what you're experiencing in your life, right? So number 3 says to explore your beliefs. So step 3 is where you would explore that person's belief. It is hard to accept that what we believe to be fact is often only opinions and viewpoints, but breaking down a perceived fact into an opinion, then that person can learn that there could potentially be a new way of thinking, reacting, and acting to get better results. And that's the truth, because one thing that we are, especially as women, and not all women, but I noticed that some women are very reactors, and there's a difference between reacting and responding. Because when you react to something, usually a person reacts without actually hearing all of the information. When you don't hear, or you become defensive, or you become, you don't really, or you're anxious and your anxiety gets a hold of you. And the next thing you know, you go from not really listening to just, you react. And that's not how we ought to be. We ought to be responders, because a responder hears it all. You hear everything, and then you judge based upon how you want to respond to what you have heard. So therefore it is done correctly. And that's the way how you have effective communication. We talked about this previously before, about how to really have, effective communication. It says it's not easy being confronted with a new truth, and that is the truth. Like, when you have to, first of all, I just want to say that changing anything about yourself is always going to be challenging, because we are sold on our beliefs. Like she said, we are definitely, you got to find out what their beliefs are, because if you don't know what their beliefs are, how are they going to change anything? You have to explore the person's beliefs, because we believe ourselves how we believe ourselves to be. And a lot of times that just may not be the case, right? It just may, it's not be the case. So it's like, you gotta figure it out. You have to figure it out what your, what that person's belief is about themselves, and now break it down. Like she said, you want to break it down. She said, beliefs are hard to accept. Right. It's hard to accept that what you believe, in fact, is often you're only an opinion and a viewpoint, but breaking it down, perceived fact into an opinion, then that person can learn that there could potentially be a new way of thinking. So you got to break it down, break your belief down into a perceived fact or into an opinion. So that way that person can properly or potentially, change their way of thinking. Like, to change. And that's what you want to do. You want to change your way of thinking, because if you don't get to the point where some change happens, and this is what we're turning, right? Turning is a motion. It's a movement. You have to do something, right? So if you're not going to change, or if you're not going to turn, if you're not going to do any of these things, then you're going to be stuck, and you're going to stay in that same cycle, that same mindset, the same belief system that you have, and that's probably not healthy enough for you. And it won't get you to the place to accept who you are and your faults and flaws, to see reality for what it really is. It will blind you and shield you and make you think delusionally about yourself, that everybody else sees something different, So you want to make sure that, we want to be clear about what we believe and what we think about ourselves and how we change, right? It says, so if you are looking to get rid of weakness in your life and start turning weakness into strength, look for the evidence that in every aspect of your life that you respond, act, think in the way that you think is your weakness. However big your weaknesses, there will be areas of life where that weakness doesn't exist. And that's the truth. So I'm going to say that again. It says, if you are looking to get rid of weaknesses in your life and start turning weaknesses into strength, look for the evidence that in every aspect of your life that you respond, right? Act and think in the way that you think is your weakness. However big your weakness, there will be areas of your life where that weakness doesn't exist. And that is the truth. So this is just a coaching strategies, a great strategy to look for that weakness and find out where it doesn't exist. Then you can ask questions and understand how it can be so different in the areas of your life to that one. So listen, so we can do a couple of things. So here are some suggestions that will help you with just finding those weaknesses and strengths. It says we get far too many email. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not it. Okay, so here we go. So allowing everyone in the team, even if it's that's a lot of people, to rant and share their views and important needs to ground rules. So no judgment on anyone's view. No view is wrong. No idea is wrong. No such thing is why does it keep doing it? Where am I at? Oh. No such things as a silly question. And I like to say what happens in the room stays in the room. So pretty much that's when you are dealing with somebody that wants to coach you, pretty much. You sit down and have those conversations. Once everybody's allowed to go through their step 1 and get into step 2, then you can proceed into step 3. All right. So number 4, explore lots of possibilities. And this is the one I like, right? It says never scramble on these steps for turning weakness into strength. People fail at coaching themselves and others when they try to race this part of the process. Our natural instinct as humans is to jump to solutions. 1 + 1 equals. You already answered it, haven't you? It says to really create solutions, you need to create a long list of possibilities. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to say that again. To really create solutions, you really need to create a long list of possibilities. And in her experience, it usually is a lot simpler than you realize. So this is good stuff. It says, if life feels tough and you feel like your weaknesses are holding you back and have been for years, then it stands to reason that you are going to assume it's going to be tough to change. Overthinking is a big thing that stands in the way of finding solutions. And that is the truth. And that's just the change of mind, right? Because everything starts in your mind. Literally everything. Everything. It starts in your mind. And if you can't change it up here, it's not going to change in the rest of the things that you do in your life. Like, it's just not going to go nowhere. And then on top of that, right, it's pretty much saying that you're not even going to allow yourself the possibilities of it could change. Like, you're not even going to give yourself permission to think something different that is not out of the norm. So if it's normal for you to think, oh man, yeah, this ain't going to happen. This ain't nothing good going to come from this. You know, it's just going to be like this forever. And that's the normal way of thinking. You know, it's just going to always be like this forever. If that is your mindset, then you relinquish yourself from having a possibility for something different happening. And why do that to yourself, right? You don't need to do that to yourself because you deserve better. You deserve all that you're supposed to have. And whatever that is, and whatever that desire, that heart's desire is, that's what you deserve. I would never in my life ever think that people deserve to be in jail or hurting themselves, depressed. People don't deserve that stuff. That's just what we cause ourselves. We put ourselves in a depressive state. We cause ourselves these things because we're so hard on ourselves, or if we feel like we didn't accomplish something or something of that matter. And instead of looking at it, instead of looking at the situation in a manner of, okay, so let me step back for a minute. Let me think, because they said a couple of things was to think, to respond, and to, I forgot what the third one was. But just let me think for a minute. Let me think, because, I don't want to overthink. And, us as women, we like to overthink stuff, So, and we don't want to overthink. We don't want to overthink things. You don't want to overthink your life. You want to make sure that whatever you embark on in your life, you are not perfect. You are an imperfect, flawed person. And it is okay. Right? Yes, say it. Your thoughts literally run. Yes, they do. You are not perfect, and it's all right. And the thing is that when you accept that it's okay, you can change it, right? Because you can change it. You can change it. That does not have to be your end result. That doesn't have to be your, the end of the world for you. No, and that's why I'm going to have, my girlfriend Colleen to come on here to talk to you guys because, we don't know a lot of stuff. We don't know a lot of secrets and things that the government holds from us. And, I want to open this opportunity up for her to introduce something to you guys that's going to help you. And hopefully you enter it with a changed heart, changed mind, and just, be open-minded about it, and I can't wait for her to really talk. So in our Not Today is going to be her. She's going to come and present, herself, and she's going to introduce herself and just talk about a little bit about what she wants to present to you guys. So my last thing I'm going to talk about before I bring her on is to find your voice. Find your voice. Another says another client, hold on, she's talking about somebody else. Okay. So she's talking about another person. So it says another client of mine. Her name is Kate, and Kate case is a good example of turning weakness into strength. Kate worked for a very large organization and was by no means senior. She had a team day with over 50 members of the company, and she has senior staff that had invited employees like Kate so that they could experience strategy sessions and look forward to their career. At a time, she described herself as painfully shy. She felt it would impact her career as it had her whole life. So Kate been shy, right? Amen. So she been shy, right? She felt it would impact her career as it did her whole life. Throughout her coaching process, Kate found her voice. Laying down the ground rules meant she couldn't be wrong. We fear speaking up or acting when we fear the outcome. I know that's right. Stop letting people run all over you. Turn that weakness into a strength. We're not going to be shy. We're not going to let people just do whatever they want and say whatever they want. Now, you got to make sure you say it right, because you want to make sure we're talking. We're going to speak up and for ourselves. But at the same time, you want to do it nicely too. Be mindful of that, right? It says, if you think you're shy and understand that what that means to your life and success, you will do everything to stay safe, won't you? She says, Kate sat at the back listening and saying nothing. As the session went on, more and more ideas and weaknesses were added to our list of things to explore in our day. The senior staff weren't breaking down their batteries or honest and felt strongly that they were more interested in providing they were rights rather than in learning how to achieve more. Achieve more. Where am I at? Stop doing that to me thing. What should I understanding life? Senior staff were breaking down. Okay, it felt like they were interested in providing rather than learning, achieve more, and overcoming their personal and professional weaknesses. Kate stopped that with one sentence. Kate asks, if that's the case, why have you said that you feel you are expected to work at the weekends? Surely if this was working, we would all have guilt-free weekends. So where she gained the strength to speak up, no one seemed to know. But with the questions, everyone became more honest. She started turning weakness into strength. Afterwards, Kate said she realized she just couldn't tolerate everyone not dealing with the real issues. And in that one question, the whole day changed. See, and that's powerful to me, even though I know it's on a case by case scenario. Like, it's powerful because you don't even know how when you turn your weakness into strength, how it changes an environment. It changes people, places, and things. It changes lives. It changes your perspective. It changes so much stuff. And she could sat back there in that back and not say nothing. Just been quiet and just letting them go on as usual. But because she spoke up, look, it gave a realization and awareness to things. And because she said what she said, immediately things changed. And that's how we got to be. Just know that whatever change that you have, whatever thing in your life that you are struggling with, that is hard for you, that is difficult, just know that you can change it. It don't matter what it is. You can change it, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I'm telling you this for sure. You have to believe in yourself. You got to know that, have a different way of thinking of things, what I'm saying? And try to not have this, okay, it's just never gonna happen. We don't want to have that kind of mindset, right? We want to believe that that we can improve on our lives, right? We can improve on our lives in more ways than one, and definitely in more ways than one. So I just wanted to put that out there, in the atmosphere, and making sure that we know this. So hopefully, Colleen, I don't know if you're on. Let me know if you're here, so that way I can bring you on. Okay, because I have to bring you on here, so I don't see you in the thing. But so yeah, so that's pretty much you want to be able to have a voice, not just a voice within outside places, but you want a voice within yourself as well. I want you guys to definitely have a voice. I'm trying to see if she's on here. Colleen, if you're on here, let me know so I can add you on here, my dear. Da, 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 da. So yeah, so that's what we're talking about tonight. I really felt encouraged to talk about, because sometimes we deal with a lot of stuff. Like, we hold so much stuff. And I always go back to the analogy, the sponge, because we're definitely sponges as women. As women, we are big old sponges. Like we there you go. We are big sponges. All right, so I'm gonna add her on here, okay? So I'm going to add you, so you probably have to accept it or something like that. But we're big sponges, and we just don't want to let nothing go. We don't never want to let stuff go. So we want to make sure that, we get to the point where, okay, enough has to be enough. So it says adding, so I don't know if you have to accept it or something. Wherever you are, my dear. So while she's coming on here. So I just wanted you guys to be encouraged. Listen, what she has to talk about is really great, really important, and it kind of tunes into what we're talking about tonight: change and different things. Just not for the benefit of you, but your family as well. So, and that's one thing that I definitely want to spread. However help that I can be. I don't see anything. Well, it says adding, so I don't know if you have to go. Can someone tell her how? Cause y'all know I don't know how to do this stuff. So it does say adding on my part, so I added you already. So it does say adding you. It does say that. So I'm looking at like this thing blinking and saying adding. So I don't know if you have to click on something or we. All right, so let me try it again. All right, I'm gonna try it again. So let me see. I see you on here. I don't know why I can't add you no more. Try to see if you can go back out and come back in. Sometimes I don't know if it's signal, because we've had this issue before. I don't know if the signal is the issue, or I'm not really sure. Let me see. Try to go back out and come back in and see if that works. Let me see. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna add you again, okay? It says their friend won't be able to watch this. It's like, okay, so I'm adding. All right, so I'm adding you now. It says adding, so it's blinking. I don't know if you have to press on something or look at the bottom, maybe. I don't know if the bottom says something. My hand's itching. Let me know when you get it. I see you on there. Nothing. Aw. I don't know why it's doing that. It says adding. I don't know why. Allow viewers to send you requests to join. You can add them at any point. Yeah, I did that. I don't know. What is the dealio? Can you hear me now? I don't know what just happened. Can you hear me? I'm trying to add her on here. Marquia, she has to, what does she have to do? What does she have to do to be added? Like, I don't know. What does she have to do? Now I clicked adding. I added her, but it's not. I don't know. On her part, it's not saying anything. So I don't know. I don't know if she has to. You have to like accept it or something. Some kind of. You got to accept or some kind of. I don't know. I think you got to like go in there and accept it or something like that. On the side of the screen at the bottom, it should be a green button. So you can you see that, Colleen? A green button. Nothing came through for me. It's before the like symbol. She's saying that nothing came through. I wonder if it is. She says she did it. Do you have a front face camera? Oh yeah, you got the same phone I have. Yep. Duh. I sent a request. All right, hold on. Let me see. All right, do that. Do that one more time. Send a request again, because I'm not even getting your request. You gotta figure out this stuff for next time. Send it again. Let me see, because I didn't. Connection fail. Why does this keep saying connection fail? Do you see it now? A little green button. If it doesn't work, I think what we'll do is just have you record something and just send it to me and I'll post it in there. Push come to shove. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see no request. No, I don't see the request. It just keeps saying adding and it's blinking like it's waiting for you to like respond to it or something. That's the only thing I see. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But what I'll do is, because I don't, it's time is winding down. I think we're going to just have you probably record something. And then I'll just post it. I'll just post it on my page or whatever. I think that's probably what I'll have to do. So maybe if you can do a video and then post your video to this on the comment section or something of that nature. So sorry guys, I was trying really hard to get her on here. I don't know what the technical difficulty is. You know, I'm not really tech savvy, so I did my best. Maybe in the future we can figure it out. I'm not really sure, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. But I will definitely have her record the information so you guys can get to see it. Either way you look at it, I'm definitely going to try my best to get this information to you guys. 110%. But so in the meantime and in between time, you guys be encouraged, be strengthened, be lifted up, and don't allow anything to ever steal your joy, your strength, your focus in your life, and whatever you are trying to persist on and proceed on, and things that what may come. You know what I'm saying? Remember your, what was that? Your 7 steps? It was 7 steps, I think it was, or 6. Remember your steps. Hopefully you guys wrote down some notes and stuff like that. And and you're gonna be all right. You'll be all right. And it's okay to be human. It's okay to have flaws. It's okay to have these things. Just don't allow it to continue on and make you so weak to the point where you don't want to change your life. You don't want to change anything about what's going on in your life. You don't want to do none of that stuff. We want to make sure that you are in a place in your life that you can own your stuff, own what is going on in your life, own what is happening to you, own every ounce of what it is, so that way you can let it go and then start to change and start turning your weaknesses into strength. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Listen, next week, so next week, since Valentine's Day is Sunday on the 14th, next week we're going to be talking about love. We're going to be talking about love. So you get your loved ones, your hubby, your boo. We're going to be talking about love, what it is, what it means to love, and stuff like that in honor of Valentine's Day and the love month. It also is Black History Month as well. Listen, so we got a little change in plans. So we changed our health and wellness seminar to actually is May 15th. Someone on my team brought it to my attention that the 11th was on a Tuesday, and I know you guys work, so I didn't want to do something like that. So I figured the 15th would be better. So that's what I went ahead and did. So we changed it. It's now May 15th. So listen, ways to purchase tickets is coming soon, hopefully this month. I will also have hand tickets made out. I'm trying to create an Eventbrite way to do tickets, and also probably on Facebook as well. So just look out for that. Just keep saying connection film. And and hopefully we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be some fun. You're gonna win prizes, be informed. I'm also soliciting vendors if you would like to purchase a table to sell your paraphernalia or whatever it is that you have. Please contact me through Facebook or my information, sboombos at gmail.com. You can contact me there. My phone number is also listed on my page. You can message me. You can on Facebook Messenger, whatever it is you need to do. If you know anybody that have things that they would like to sell or they would like to come, it is a health and wellness seminar, so you should always consider doing it virtually as well. Yes, and we're going to be doing a virtual event. That's also going to be a price. It's probably it ain't going to be that much though, for virtual. So definitely that's a definite. So it will be available virtually, but you will have to pay for it though, because it would be unfair for me to charge everybody who's coming, who's purchasing tickets and different things of that nature, and then not charge you who are watching it virtually. So yes, it will be a charge virtually as well. So that's May 15th. We're still having a Mother's Day giveaway as well. So it's a lot of things coming up that we're going to be doing in May. May is like the month for women that's what I deemed it as. So, you know, that's me. So yeah, I'm trying to think any other announcements. We'll be coming soon, probably in the summertime. We'll be doing our tea time segments and coming together for our tea time. And I think that's it. So yeah, I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for listening. Listen, please be encouraged. You know, spread the news, spread the word, you know, put it out there. Please like and share. Get your family, friends on, because we want to spread this message. And it's an encouraging word. That's really all it is. We come to talk, chat. Listen, I don't close down to anybody who's talking. You see my girl Marquia, she always chiming in. I love when she does that. You know what I'm saying? You too, whoever you are, you know, you can chime in, talk, chit chat. Let's do our thing that we need to do, right? You know, we come together, we're sisters, and we want to keep it that way, you know. And you know, my mantra is always, you know, to build stronger women from within. So that's what we're coming to do in the season. And just period for the rest of our lives. You know, we want to be strong women because that's how we're made and that's how God made us to be. So thank you guys again. Thank you for all those who catch the recap. Please like and share, please, and spread the word too, okay? We are in the process of doing some really major things, and I'm just so thankful to my team. Thank you guys. Thank you, B.O.W.S Squad, for a wonderful meeting. Thank you for all your help and your ideas. You know, I really love these girls. They're wonderful. I'm so blessed to you know, just be connected to each and every one of you guys. So thank you again. Thank you to Colleen. I know we couldn't get the virtual stuff up going, but we're definitely going to get her out to you guys so you guys can hear what she has to say, because it's really important, and it's going to be beneficial, especially for your kids and even for you who may need it. So so thank you, to a special thank you for her. Thank you, Marquis, for always chiming in. My right hand man, I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And all those who thought it out robbery to listen, thank you again. Please have a good and safe night. Stay out of that snow. Get in your warm houses, okay? And please get home safe and sound, right? To all your family and loved ones. So I am Lady B. Thank you so much for chiming in and tuning in. I love you and I mean it. And I will see you next time. Don't forget, Wednesday, 7 o'clock, we will be here next week talking about love. So many people use your name in vain. Love. So that's my little rendition to love. Love y'all. Good night. Bye.